I don't think there is any adult who, during their childhood days, I mean, in primary or secondary school, did not have the experience of that teacher that walks into the class, or maybe in the middle of the teaching, asks this question: what do you want to be in future? You would agree with me that a lot of people back then used to say doctors, nurses, lawyers, bankers, engineers, farmers, name them. Nobody ever said comedy. I didn't hear anybody in my class saying comedian. Everybody wanted to be doctor and all that. But today, we have come to realize that the rejected stone is now the cornerstone, because a lot of people are into content creation, skit making, comedy. Which brings me to ask that question. What really happened? Was it that we didn't know that there would be a future in comedy? Was it that comedy wasn't a career, wasn't considered as a career? Well, we will be asking those questions today, which brings us to our topic for today. Is comedy a career? Is comedy a profession? You know, I'm always your energetic host on 360 Degrees Entertainment Show at Union Television. My name is Basi Monica Dode, aka Madame Manik. And today, I'm in the studio with somebody you will want to see. Somebody that calls himself the funniest man on the internet. His name is Mr. Mayor Ugu Seba, aka Mr. Fantastic, aka Laugh Mayor, aka again, Ichie Tombo. He is a comedian, a content producer, and a content creator with a very different style, a satiric style. Mr. Fantastic brings life issues with a comedic twist. He sees comedy in everything he does. In fact, according to him, there is always a funny side to everything. You just have to find it. Which is why, looking at him, I can find something. I can already, even though he looks serious today, I can find the comedic side.
I have my serious face on today.
Oh, I can see. This is the face you usually keep online.
Yes, that face.
You're welcome,
Yeah,
Mr. Fantastic.
thank you for having me.
Wow, it's actually a pleasure to meet with you. And I must say, right, not off camera, on camera, you look way younger than how you look on the internet. Tell me, what's the secret, please?
Okay, so
I need to...
for me, I'm not a big fan of fame.
Really?
True. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to live like a normal person.
Okay.
I don't want people to walk up to me when I'm walking on the road and say, I want to snap pictures. I just want to be left alone. So I decided to create a character that would allow me live my life in peace.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So when people see an old man on the internet, like, okay, he's an old man. That's him. So when they see me in person, they walk past me. They're like, okay, that's not him. That's the old man. So yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe I will adopt
Yeah,
that
you
style.
need to.
I'll think about it, right? Let me look old, so that when people see me in real life, they'll be like, "What? Is that you?" Wow, that's actually amazing. You don't want to go anywhere, because when we come back from this short break, Mr. Fantastic is still here to help us in this topic of, is comedy a career or is comedy a profession? Don't go anywhere, because it's still 360 Degrees Entertainment Show from us at Union Television. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 360 Degrees Entertainment Show. Don't be afraid. We still have Mr. Fantastic, because I know he has not given you what you're waiting for, right? Welcome back. We are still here on the show, and I will delve deep into the question. So, Mr. Fantastic, let me start first of all. I'm sure you're among those people back then in secondary school that said, I want to be an engineer. Oh yeah, did I mention that?
I'm actually
you're
an
an electrical engineer, right? By trade, and then you are from the state of the big heart, right? Delta State, and you said you're one of the pioneers, or the pioneer of content creation on YouTube. So let me ask, when you were growing up, a very direct question: what did you say you wanted to be? What did you tell your teacher?
You know, like you said, there's only like 4 professions you can tell your parents you want to be.
Okay.
You can either be a doctor, an engineer,
lawyer, banker,
or you are a failure in life. There's no two ways about it. If you tell them any other thing, you are a failure. So, growing up, I actually wanted to do medicine.
Oh wow!
Actually liked the medical profession. In fact, I have like medical experience.
Oh, wow.
Because I worked in GSK for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to do medicine, but I found out that I was afraid of blood.
I've seen another person that is like me.
So when I found out I had a phobia for blood, I said, how can somebody that wants to be a medical doctor be fearing blood?
Yes.
So how are you going to treat your patients?
Okay.
So that's when I said, okay, what next can I do? Okay, let me try engineering. Then I wanted to do petroleum engineering because petroleum engineering was like the in
Hot
thing, the
cake,
hot cake,
yes.
yeah. So I didn't get admission for petroleum engineering. Okay, what's the next best thing? Electrical. Okay, let me go do electrical engineering. So that's how I found myself being an electrical engineer.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. You see, you want to do this, this was not available, and
Yeah.
then so what happened now? Because you're not only an electrical engineer, you're a comedian.
Yeah.
So when did you do that shift? When was that shift? I know you're still an electrical engineer. So when did that comedy thing come up?
Okay, so comedy, you either have it or you don't.
Okay.
You can't train somebody to be funny.
Wow.
Yeah. Because comedy entails a lot of things. I could just put on a camera and be looking at the video and you'll be laughing and I don't need to say anything. Because I have the facial expression of...
In fact, that's just the truth.
Yeah. So when I was working in GSK, I actually have a channel on YouTube called Ninja's Craziest.
Okay.
So it's actually a big channel. It's like almost 300,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got a couple of guys like comedians who are like, okay, what can we do in this Nigerian space? People are too serious.
I tell you.
People are too serious. Why don't we poke fun at social issues, poke fun at religion, poke fun at all different aspects of life? So it's like that's a good idea. So we started, got different videos, start poking.
When was this? When was this?
This was like 10 years ago.
Okay, you were done with secondary school, with university education.
We were done with that,
Okay.
and I was in GSK then. I was still working in GSK
Okay.
then. So during my part-time weekends, would shoot. I would take time off from work and go and edit and post. Then there was no YouTube had not started making money in Nigeria. There was no like monetization of YouTube in Nigeria. Then I think the change came when a guy from Google saw the content and it was like, his name is Larry. So he called me and he was like, do you know you guys can make money from me? I like you guys. You poke fun at religion. You poke fun. You're not even afraid. You're not afraid. You guys, I like you. So he invited us to the Google house on the island and it was like, showed us how we can start making money from the content. And so that's how.
So the content you and your guys were making there, is it the same type of content you're making now, or it was just a different type?
It's similar, satirical, but then we used to act like dramas with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had these little dramas, we act with it, and it was quite funny. It was
wow.
funny.
Okay, so you said something that is really catchy. You said you can't train somebody to be funny.
Yeah, you can train.
Wow. So someone can learn to be funny. You listen to people's jokes and you now try to although I have heard that comedy is a talent that was handed over. That's the only talent.
Yeah.
Or let me say profession. Or I don't know if it's a profession you will tell us. That was handed over from God directly to man.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to go and learn it. It's just about
if you're funny, you're funny.
Yeah.
If you're not funny, you're not funny.
Wow.
I know we have different forms of comedy. Like stand-up. At what point stand-up was the in thing?
Yes.
Stand-up comedy. Then we had stand-up comedians. I was doing stand-up then.
Okay.
So I think what changed the whole dynamics was COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are right.
So COVID changed the dynamics of comedy because then people would go for shows and people would go to stand-up comedians would book like a hall, sell tickets. But when COVID came, everybody were all indoors.
Because of the lockdown.
They're indoors.
Yes.
So how do you entertain people during that period? That's where skits and started blowing up.
I see. That's why we had a lot of skit makers that period, even after COVID, right? All of them came out.
So, and people could not go out to work. You had people who couldn't go out to work. Then you have why can't we just shoot content, post it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and make money? Yeah. So people started doing that. So the point I'm driving at is skits making, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it. It's not something, you just have to know how to act to do skit making. So there are some forms of comedy that you have to have the talent to do it.
Oh.
Stand up, you have to have the talent. Even if they give you a joke, the way I'll deliver the joke and the way you deliver the joke would. If you deliver it, it will be flat. But if I come out,
you may never tell. You don't know if I have.
If you have the talent to, you might have the talent to. So skits, you can learn how to act, but stand up.
I see. I think that's actually a good point, so that people can really know, because everybody just wants to see that, oh, I can go into the internet space and be funny. So you really outlined it now that you can do skit making, because that one you can learn how to act. After Nollywood, they teach people.
Exactly, teach people.
You come and act it. You can do any character.
It's like John Okafor, Mr. Ibu Nkemowo, and some other comedy actors.
Some local of blessed memory.
Some local. Those guys don't need to talk. Immediately you see them in a scene, you are laughing. Because those guys they are born with that talent.
It's true. It's
different from somebody like, I don't want to call names.
Yes, I understand.
Somebody like that, that when he's acting, it's forced. Because he trained himself to do it. It's not natural. Wow. If it looks forced. Sabinus doesn't even need to talk. Sabinus should just, and you're laughing. But there's some content creators online that when you watch their video, you're looking for the point of the video. Yeah, like where are we going to with this? Where are we going to?
And same with you. When someone, even the way you look at the video you want to talk about, I just start laughing already. I'm like, the way I know that this person is ready to slash me. So you just, after that, I say, fantastic. That's actually a great one. Okay, so I want to now ask, you're doing two things now, at least on camera. We know that you're an electrical engineer, you're a comedian. So I want to ask genuinely, which do you think pays off?
I'm doing everything, actually.
Okay. As compared to comedy on one side and every other thing, which one puts more food on your table? Which one do you think?
It depends. Like I say, in life, there's ebb, there's flow.
Okay.
Sometimes comedy would do more, sometimes the other things would do more.
Okay.
Yeah, but being a comedian and a content creator, it's actually something that can, if you have the numbers, can pay you. So.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, there is actually more to hear from Mr. Fantastic, but we need him to grab a bottle of water, and when we come back from this short break, we'll continue. Stay with us. I hope you have enough water though.
Yeah, I did.
All right, you're all welcome back to 360 Degrees Entertainment Show and Mr. Mayor or Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but
Laugh Mayor.
Wait first. Okay, let me not switch. You brought the Chie Tombo. You are giving me water. How does that work?
No. This is a corporate space. You want your fans to see you taking Tombo.
I'm in Chie Tombo. I should be drinking Tombo.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll actually get to that. All right, so Mr. Fantastic, you mentioned it that there are different styles of comedy. There are different styles. So we had the stand-up comedians that were back then. They are still there though.
No, they're still there. Yeah, stand-up comedy is still,
but not like before.
At least not in Nigeria. Because you have stand-up comedians doing specials on Netflix, on Amazon. So.
Okay. Yeah. So now, why I'm saying that, I'm looking at your style, your niche.
Yeah.
You know, every other person wants to do skits making.
Yeah.
Then even those that want to maybe analyze, I don't see more people that want to sit in front of the camera and just say something, analyzing something, and then it's funny.
Yeah.
But with you make it seem so seamless.
Yeah.
Like your style. What gave you the idea? Okay, you just watch someone when they finish talking, because that's the only style I've seen that you do. So you must watch a video of something of an issue, and then you bring out the comedic twist of that video. So what motivated that style, that niche?
Okay, so because I had a background in satirical comedy from Ninja's Crazy. Sorry, am I speaking of? Because I had a background in satirical comedy from Ninja's Craziest. Most of the time when we do a video, we don't script.
In satire, in
Yeah.
satiric comedy, you don't
Like
script.
we personally in
Okay,
Ninja's
okay.
Craziest, we don't script. Even when we do skits, we don't script. So it's just like when we want to do a skit, we're like, okay, just give me the situation. Okay, you came here, you saw this man, you break bottles on this man's head, blah blah blah. That's the situation.
Okay.
So it's now up to you to be funny.
That's great work.
So be funny. So the secret why none of my two videos are the same is I watch the video then and I react immediately.
Okay.
So I don't think what I'm saying. I
Oh,
just say.
wow. Wow. That's actually a very good point. You don't like you don't pre.
I don't think what I'm saying.
That's on the spot,
Like on the spot.
fresh reaction.
Yeah. So as I'm watching it, I'm reacting immediately. So it's like I'm saying what everybody wants to say.
Okay.
But they know if they say it, they will be cancelled. They know there will be a problem. So what people relate with me is you want to say what I'm saying.
Yes.
But you know if you say it, you get in trouble for saying it.
Oh, you won't get in trouble.
Yeah, I waiting concern.
I see.
Yeah. So that's on the spot reaction is what makes it funny, and not everybody can do
Okay,
that.
so you just thought about it and like, oh, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah. I actually do skits. I actually do, but I found out that this was a niche that I enjoyed. Because every time we went out to shoot skits, it's a lot of stress. Because you see these boys, I know how to act. Agbero will come. Once they see camera up, you are their meal ticket for the day.
Oh.
So it's a lot of.
And sometimes your cast may not even give you what you want.
Exactly. Sometimes because of there is no script. So I'm talking. I'm trying to give you a line. I'm expecting a line from you so that I would give you back. But you're not giving me that line. Everything will just fall flat.
It will just be dry.
It will just be dry. It's like acting with Nkem. You know when you're acting with Nkem, Nkem is giving you punchline.
Yeah, and you do like him.
Yeah. He's my mentor. I like him.
Oh, he's your mentor. I was even wanting to ask that.
He is my mentor. He's like somebody that I admire a lot.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So when acting with Nkem, he will give you lines, and what he will say next depends on what you say.
Yeah, and he's ready.
He doesn't need scripts. He doesn't need scripts. Nkem comes on a set and your script. He just reads the situation and he goes into set and acts.
Wow.
So I think that's a talent that not everybody can.
It's only handed
have.
over.
Yeah,
from God to man. It's not learned.
Somebody looked at me and said, "What did they finish from your mouth? What did they finish from you?" And you get a reply for everything.
Every situation. Of course, that's why you said there must be a funny side to everything,
there
right?
must be a funny side to
And then one other interesting thing you do too that makes your style of comedy unique. Those languages you used to use. Wait, I said I was going to ask you, thank God. Which languages are those? How do you remember all of like you have almost I don't want to mention some of them, but when you just maybe you call the thing in English, maybe you say elephant, and I say the English. So how do you come up with them? How did you come up with them?
So sometimes
what language first is that?
The languages I use up to 10 languages in a video sometimes. You won't believe it. So I use Swahili. I use Chui, the Ghanaian language Chui.
Okay, yeah.
I use Lingala. Then Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. Then I use.
Don't tell me Delta is not among. Delta has to be inside.
Sometimes I include Delta.
Okay.
Sometimes not all. I use sometimes Italian. Sometimes French. Yeah, because the key is I have fans like all over the world, and some of them they want to feel at home when watching my content.
They want to relate.
Yeah, so most people write me like, I relate with your content. That's why I watch you. I relate. It's not easy to find somebody that uses my language in their content. So it's kind of a form of inclusivity to like, okay, you recognize that you have a lot of fans in Kenya, in the East Africa. They speak Swahili, they speak Chewa.
Okay, Chewa,
Chichewa,
yes.
they speak Oshiwambo. So
Hey.
you have
Don't
so
worry.
it entails a lot of research to know what these words are,
Ah.
numbers in those languages.
Okay, not like you because I wanted to ask, did you like learn these languages? Did you study them?
No, you learn as you go.
Okay, so anyone you just no, you said that you give your comedy is on the spot, like you
Yeah.
just watch the video.
Yeah.
And you say, so what time do you have, or is it that you already learned
Like
those
if you
words?
come to my living room now, you see like notepads where I scribble like words of languages.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you can easily just look at any of them.
One, two, three. Like I have it
Okay.
in different languages. Animals. Yeah, I have it in different languages. So I have like a notepads in my. But sometimes when I'm bored, I just see that and I'll be looking at it. Okay, what is this in this language? Okay, this in this
Wow.
language. So.
And it's really working, right? It's really working because, like I said, that part of the language is making it more interesting.
Yeah.
More interesting. Okay, do you have fear? I know you have answered this question certainly before, but I want to really know: do you have fear when you analyze people's issues? Like, don't you care that they are going to like, who is this person analyzing me negatively, or maybe I don't know that. Let me not say negatively, quote unquote, right? But this person that is always, you pick up a video and say what he wants to say. Like when you talked about that lady that the boyfriend, although I'm not saying she was right, that lady that said when she was sick, her man called her and said and brought things. Then there was a noise downstairs.
She wanted him to go and check.
There was a noise and the man said to go and check. And you not really, you didn't even support the lady. You're like, you should go and check that he even brought something for you. So don't you feel that there are people like you're creating like secret enemies, or don't you think so?
You know, in Nigeria's Craziest, yeah, because it was more serious, I've actually been arrested twice.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't call the names of the pastors. It's one popular pastor. I will not call your name. You know yourself. In fact, two. The other one.
You were arrested.
Yeah. One in Lagos, very popular in Lagos. They used to dance up and down like mad people. Anyways, I will not call their name.
Okay.
But
I wasn't here.
But that's why I decided to veer away from politics and religion.
Religion.
So I found out that those topics are very divisive. So people that are your friends, I have a saying: every pastor is fake except my own pastor.
You're saying, or it's a saying? Or
It's a general saying
Okay,
I have. Like every
pastor is
mindset of every single person is, every other pastor is fake except my own pastor. My pastor cannot be fake.
Oh, I
So
see.
the day you talk about my pastor, you are no longer my friend. But if you are talking about every other person's pastor, oh, they are fake.
And you I agree with you that they are fake.
So when it comes to religion, just don't touch it. Don't touch it, because you can never have friends. But when it comes to normal life issues, even the people we are talking about, we laugh over it.
Well, I know you have a lot to say on that, and I also have lots of questions to ask, and I know our viewers also have lots of questions to ask you. Yeah. But that will be when we come back from this break. Don't go anywhere, because it's a 360 Degrees entertainment show from us at Union Television. We will be right back. Yeah. Welcome back. We are still on the show with Mr. Fantastic here, and I don't have time to even waste. I still want to be asking him questions because I'm getting like a lot of fun with his answers. So, Mr. Fantastic, I know you said it's God's gift, or we have accepted, it's established that it's God's gift to be funny, but I don't think that there's anything that doesn't have challenges.
Yeah.
Right. So I really want to know, and I'm sure people also want to know, is it that they'll just see you doing it, they say, it's very simple now, let me go and do it.
Yes.
So are there challenges in content creation first, and then in your niche, as in using the satirical comedy, are there challenges?
Okay, content creation. If you go into content creation with the aim of making money, that's where your failure starts.
There should be money in everything now. Why won't I have an aim for making money?
Yeah. But the thing is, how do you feel if you spend, let's say, 50,000 producing a content and you post it on YouTube and you get 3 views? and 2 of those views are from you.
I could have killed a lot.
Why you have the mindset that, oh, after I don't shoot this thing, I want hammer?
Wait, and you said 2 of those views are from you.
There are 2
You are viewing yourself.
you are viewing yourself. So you know that there's no hope. So if you go into content creation with the mindset of, oh, this Mr. A is making money, Mr. B is making money, that's where you have failed. Because you need at least 2 to 3 years of consistent work without money.
2 to 3, like
I've been doing
365
this
days
for
times 3.
11 years. I didn't just wake up. Some people think, oh, yes, you just wake up and just, no, it's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow.
Because if you post, there are exceptions. If you have money, you can easily push your content. But if you don't have money, you need at least 2 to 3 years of consistent work to even start scratching the top.
Oh, so that means you can't even hope on money
the challenges of content creation. Internet in Nigeria, electricity.
Okay.
Ways to monetize your content.
Okay.
Because it's only recently Facebook just started monetizing in Nigeria. TikTok still don't monetize in Nigeria. Your best bet is YouTube.
Facebook has monetized in Nigeria.
Facebook just monetized last month.
Okay.
Your best bet is YouTube.
For Nigerians.
For Nigerians. Or get somebody abroad that can help you monetize your Facebook, which they would obviously take a percentage from it. But that aside.
But wait, sorry, please. TikTok. I see Nigerians earning. I heard Nigerians.
Yeah, you can earn from live. So people can gift you on live. But you can't join the creator fund on TikTok.
Okay.
So that's exclusively for the US and the UK and China, I think. Okay. Even Canada is not even eligible.
So if I go and stay in the US,
you can you create content. Okay. Once you get to 10,000 followers, you can join the creators fund.
Okay.
But if you open the account in Nigeria, sorry.
Okay.
So ways to make money from your content: electricity, internet. I think that's basically the main challenges.
You have not mentioned the consistency. Is it not you that is? It's not human being that is making this thing. People are sleeping.
You that you are ready to make a career out of something, you have to be consistent now. There's no way you can be consistent. Even if you are selling gari and granite on the road, if you sell it consistently for 6 months, at a point people will know that there's a person here that is selling gari and granite.
Word. You're right.
You just people are just ingrained to know that there's a person here that is every morning is selling gari and granite too. So anytime I want to buy gari and granite, I have to come here to buy. Mm-hmm. So why I said when you put money first, you get discouraged is when you upload that content, you do another one, you upload, you don't get the views. And your mindset is already that this thing is lucrative, I want to make money. And you don't get the views. How will you continue? And you're spending money to create the content. How will you continue? That's why Facebook gave a lot of people the easy way out. Somebody can just go naked and wear pants and run up and down and say they are doing skits. If you watch a lot of skits on Facebook, it's absolute garbage. Those things cannot even go on YouTube. So those people cannot claim they have a career in content creation because they are scavengers. I'll call them scavengers.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, they have no brand. It's just wear naked or act one nonsense and put on Facebook. Facebook has no filter.
Okay.
Yeah, on YouTube, even if
they'll take down your video?
They won't take it down. You can't monetize it. On TikTok, they will just put a shadow ban on it. Nobody will see it.
TikTok?
Yeah. Nobody will see it. But Facebook allows anything and everything, so anybody can misbehave on Facebook.
No wonder. Yeah. I see more of this half-naked dressing on Facebook.
Yeah. You bring your half-naked content on YouTube when you're not monetizing. That's why most of them cannot come on YouTube. They can't. If you're not ready to create content, you cannot make it on YouTube.
Okay.
You cannot. So challenges. What was the other question?
Your challenges for
Okay, the challenges.
yeah, like about your niche.
Yeah.
Like
okay, my
challenges
niche
for
too.
content creation and for your niche.
For my niche, I think the major challenge is electricity. Like me, I had to do solar in my house because I found out that my content is on the spot. I can't wait 3-4 days to do it, and I can't be waiting for NEPA. PHCN to give me electricity.
Yes.
Or I can't say I want to carry car and go and be finding petrol up and down. Well, filling station, we say they don't sell petrol.
They don't now.
Or I run gen. When I on light, my gen will start doing like go. By the time you power it with like 3 kilo flows, the gen will start doing like So I had to put a sizable investment on solar in my house.
Okay.
Solar, so
wow.
Yeah. So electricity, good internet. That one is the killer. Internet. I have an unlimited Wi-Fi in my house. I can't use it to upload because if I start from morning, it will finish in the night. It's so slow.
But it's unlimited.
But the download speed is good though. But you see that upload speed. So I have to fall back to the MTNs and the Airtels of this world.
I'm shocked. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Yeah. You have unlimited. You can't upload.
You can upload though. But you will sleep on that upload.
Okay, I see.
When you want to download this fast, download that you like. But try upload.
Wow.
So good internet. I don't want to call those people names. They know they are my bad book. The day I will enter and talk to them.
Don't call their names.
One day I will talk to them. Don't worry. Good internet. A content.
That is what I was looking forward to that.
You have to have content because you need content to be consistent. Because if you don't have a content, let's say some people come to me like, Mr. Fantastic, I have this content idea. I ask them, is this something you can stretch to? Let's say you want to upload for 1 year. Can you build a content out of this for 1 year? They say no. Like by the time you do like 6-7 out of that particular niche, there's nothing else to do again.
Especially when you're not seeing money.
There's nothing else to do again. So most of the time you find out that the thing is, if you're going into it if you're doing it for passion, at the end of the day you eventually make money.
Okay, for passion. So passion is the key.
Passion is the key. If you have passion for something, even when you're not seeing money from it, you continue doing it.
Okay.
Wow. So if you don't have passion, do not go into it.
Okay, that was actually my penultimate question. This segment cannot be over, or this episode cannot be over if we don't hear final words from Mr. Fantastic, like your general advice. I know you've said a lot, we've learned a lot, so your general advice to content creators, to skit makers, especially people that want to use comedy as a career.
Okay. If you want to use comedy as a career, you need to be sure that's what you want to do. You need to be sure because passion is very important.
Okay.
Because if you don't have passion for something, when there's the slightest challenge, you bail. You run away. There's no way you stay.
Yes.
But if you have a passion for something, even when things are bad, you will keep doing it. So find out if you have a passion for comedy first.
Okay.
Then determine the type of comedy you want to do. If it's stand-up, if it's content, just determine the type of comedy you want to do and stick to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my advice to you.
And that's a lot of advice. And this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today's episode of 360 Degrees Entertainment Show. You would agree with me that this segment has been amazing. It has been robust with Mr. Fantastic. I want to say thank you very much for being on the show. Don't forget that if you want to see more entertaining content like this, follow us across all our social media platforms. We are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now X, and even on YouTube. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell on YouTube so that you can get alerts of all our videos. Mr. Fantastic, do you want to tell Union Television something?
Okay, Union TV, thank you for having me, and thank you for. It was a great interview. I enjoyed myself. Please don't be. I know some of you are my village people. Don't transcend to be Union Television's village people.
No.
Don't do it. So please, and please follow them on all their platforms. YouTube, very important. YouTube. Click that notification bell and click all. Not like some of you have this bad habit. You just click the notification bell. You don't know that you are not click all. You're not coming to ask somebody that, you drop content, I not see it. Why will you see it? So click all. Follow them on TikTok, Instagram, X, and all their platforms. And watch. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And until I come your way again next time, it's still me, Basi Monica Dode, aka Madame Monique. Bye for now.